All right, brothers and sisters, hopefully everybody's doing wonderful this morning. Before I get into today's discussion, I would like to first of all give all glory and honor to the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, and to His Son Yahushua. I'd like to also say fair greetings to the brothers and sisters that's pushing this truth out there to wake up the very elect that are scattered across the four corners of the earth. Okay, today's discussion is going to deal with is sex marriage? Does sex equal marriage? There's a doctrine that's going out there amongst Israel that sex equal marriage. And today what I'm going to try to do is I'm going to try to go into a little bit more details to really give a broader understanding of does sex equal marriage, or what does sex really come out to be. Okay. Now with that debate, there's a lot of people talking about that you have to need contracts and different things like that. So let's deal with the contract aspect of it. There's 3 forms of contract that most people know about, and that's verbal, that's written, and implied. Verbal, written, and implied. Everybody know what a written contract is. Okay, your written contract is okay, you go into the dealership, you go get a car or whatever. It's a written contract. Verbal contract. Verbal contract, we agree to do this, for that, verbal. Implied contract, you get into a taxi cab, you go wherever you need to go to take care of your business, and you get out the taxi cab, you have to pay a fee. That's implied contracts. Okay. Dealing with the contract, let's go to marriage. Marriage, okay, from the 1300s, the act of marrying, entering into wedlock, also state or condition of being husband and wife, matrimony, wedlock. Okay. From Old English, marriage, dowry. Dowry. Okay. So I want y'all to remember to that word dowry. Remember that word dowry, because we're gonna probably visit that word in the scriptures. Okay, let's jump down. Let's go to meaning: a union of a man and a woman for life by marriage, a particular matrimonial union. In early 1400s, meaning the marriage vow. Remember, we talked about vow. A vow is a verbal contract. Again, I want y'all to remember this stuff now. Remember this vow. This word is a meeting of the minds verbally. Okay. Formal declaration or a contract by which two joined in wedlock. Wow. Again, just off the bat, we see that it's a little deeper than most of y'all guys are really wanting to really dig into. You know what I'm saying? So, let's go to the scriptures right fast. We're going to go to Exodus 21 and 10. If he take him another wife, her food, her raiment, and her duty of marriage shall not diminish. Her duty of marriage. That means everything that they agreed upon. It's implied that sex is part of that. They might have a marriage that might imply why not have sex. I mean that would be foolish for him to do. I don't know. That's up to him anyway. That's the meeting of the minds. But anyway, her raiment, her duty. What is our duties of marriage? It's just not sex. There's many other things that she need to be doing, negotiated about. So does her raiment of duty? I want you to think about that. If her raiment of duties should not diminish. If you just marry this woman for sex, you're an idiot. You're an idiot. I mean, she need to be. I'll tell you what. Let's do this here. Let's go to consummate. Consummate, make a marriage or relationship complete by sexual intercourse. That was what the sex does. The sex just consummate the marriage. The meeting of the minds is the marriage, the joining together to say, hey, this is what I expect, this is what you expect. It's the marriage. To make it official is the sex. So verbal agreement is the marriage. The sex just consummated. Wow. Again, okay, if sex equal marriage, what separates a concubine? What separates rape victim? What separates your wife? Again, what separates a whore? If sex equals all that, what separates all that? Before I tell you what, let's address that. Let's address that. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy 22 and 25. But if a man find a betrothed damsel in the field and force her and lie with her, then the man only that lie with her shall die. I thought sex equal marriage. If sex equal marriage, why is he put to death? Because he raped her. He raped her. It's not marriage. He raped her. Wow. Man, again, man, you know, dude, I mean, there's laws, man. Again, that's what law is. Law keeps things in order. You know, law is contract. This book is a book of laws. It's a marriage between the Most High and His people. The Most High didn't have sex with us. The Most High didn't have sex with us. That's why He was able to give us a bill of divorce, because we broke the contract. We broke the marriage. We broke the verbal agreement. Tell you what, let's go to Deuteronomy, the 27 and 9. And Moses and the priests, the Levites, spoke unto all Israel, saying, take heed, okay, and hearken, O Israel, this day thou art become the people of the Lord thy God. See, we agreed to this contract. There was a marriage. That's why He was able to give us a bill of divorce. Tell you what, let's go to Jeremiah. Let's go to Jeremiah 9. I mean, Jeremiah, what is 3? Jeremiah 3. Jeremiah 3 and verse 8. And I saw when all the cause therefore whereby backsliding Israel committed adultery. How do we commit adultery? Because we broke the verbal contract. We broke the verbal contract, and we broke the written contract, because it was verbal at first. So the Most High had to come back and write it. That's why in the last days He's going to write it in our hearts. So we don't need the book. It's going to be already in our hearts, our minds. That's why you have to have a written contract now. You see how the same principle is falling now? Excuse me, let me not say that. You don't have to have a written contract. You have to have a contract, a meeting of the minds. That's what you're supposed to have. It don't have to be written. It has to be a meeting of the minds. That's the contract. That is the marriage, a meeting of the minds. The sex just consummate the marriage. I'm going to say that one more time. Sex consummate the marriage. The marriage is the contract, a meeting of the minds. It don't have to be written. It don't have to be written. Some people want it written because, again, they don't trust some of you Negroes. I wouldn't trust some of you women. Have it on contract so I could give you a bill of divorce if you don't agree. You know what I'm saying? You break one of those laws, give you a bill of divorce. Let me finish. Okay. Committed adultery. I had put her away and gave her a bill of divorce. Yet her treacherous sister Judah feared not, but went and played the harlot also. See what I'm saying? So again, we broke the contract. We broke the meeting of the minds because we agreed that we was going to do the laws. We agreed to that. But we broke them. So the father gave us a bill of divorce. He didn't have sex with us. Again, man, you guys, man, just again, you know, I understand that spirit on one aspect, but when you really get into the scriptures and you get into the understanding of the definition, it makes more sense because there's no meeting of the minds because there's no accountability. There's no accountability. Once you have accountability, then you can move forth. You can move forward because you're holding people accountable. There's no accountability with the women. There's no accountability with the men. For me, I'm gonna hold you accountable. There's gonna be a meeting of the minds. Whether it's gonna be written, verbal, because again, I can't trust the implied. Because probably some of y'all, you know, back in the days, it was implied. We knew this. Because we had a word. It was already written in our hearts, our minds. Because we understood things. But people are so wicked now, you can't trust them. That's why they came up with contracts. So again, let me make that very clear. You don't have to have a written contract. But if you want to have a contract, please do so. And please, you don't have to go to Esau's court system. If you're adults, you say you're adults, why can't y'all have the meeting of the minds? Y'all don't need this system into y'all business. That's the problem with that. We keep on contracting with the wrong people. We're supposed to be contracting with the Most High and our people, but we want to contract with the system, the de facto system. Wow, y'all don't get it, man. Y'all don't get it. Tell you what, we're gonna go back to Exodus. We're gonna go back to Exodus 22 and 16. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed, in other words, she's not promised to somebody. There's not a marriage, a promise to somebody. Okay? And he lied with her. So he done lied with her. He done lay with her. So they should be married according to your doctrine. According to your doctrine, they should be married. He shall surely endow her to be his wife. He should endow her to be his wife. But hold on, let's go to the next verse. If her father utterly refuse to give her unto him. Now remember, she was not promised to somebody. And this man had sex with her. So if he had sex with her and that made him his wife, made her his wife, that should supersede what her father says, right? That should be his wife. Let's read further. Okay. And if her father refused to give her unto him, he shall pay money according to the dowry. Remember, according to the dowry, the promise of to be married now, because that's her price. Her marriage, if she was going to get a husband, she was supposed to be a virgin. That's part of the marriage, part of the agreement, that she should be a virgin. Okay? The dowry of virgins. What is the virgins going? What is the going price for virgins? Because these men who want to get married and have that marriage consummated, this woman should be a virgin. So he have to pay that price for her. He have to pay that price. They said they was married. He had to pay that price. Because again, now he has devalued her. He has devalued her going price, her dowry. Because when a father would sit down with a man that wanted to marry her, to have a contract with her, this is part of the this is part of the agreement that she should be a virgin. She's going to do this. She's going to do that. Because he's going to do this. He's going to do that. So he has to pay for this. He has to pay for that. Wow. Wow. And here it is, this guy just laid up there. He took market price off of her. He just took that down. It didn't say that he was going to be her husband. It didn't say they was married. He had sex with her. The father said no. So getting mad. Again, you guys, man, y'all just want the easy way out. Y'all don't want no accountability. This book is law. It holds accountability. Just like a marriage holds accountability. You are married to the Most High. Accountability. Follow His laws. You break His laws, you get a divorce. The same thing with your wife. There's accountability. That's the marriage. The sex just makes it official with you and your wife. There's already a marriage when y'all agreed through vows. And again, vows not saying this stuff with Esau. It's a verbal agreement. That's what a vow is. We made vows to the Most High that we was going to keep His laws. It was a marriage. Wow. Man. Again, hey man, it is what it is. There's going to be those that agree with it. There's going to be those that disagree with it. Again, at this point, hey, if I feel like doing another video, I'll do one. If not, hey, as always, peace, love, shalom.